In this video I'm going to show you how I quickly pickle my jalapeno peppers. Because if you're like me at harvest time, you end up with something like this, and if you're lucky, and you want to get them pickled as soon as possible with as little effort as possible. So I'm going to show you how I do that. A lot of videos out there involve cutting them up into little rings, and you could sting your eyes and sting your fingers. So this is way less time consuming, I find, and it's easy to remember. So what you're going to need is peppers, obviously. For this video I'm going to use the jalapenos in there. You could do the same with the others. And you'll need the peppers. You'll need some white vinegar, just plain white vinegar. You need some salt. I have table salt and kosher salt. And for this one I'm going to use the kosher salt. And sugar. And that's all you really need. And obviously you need some jars to put it in, a pot, and I use some tongs. Optional, completely optional. You don't have to do this at all. You could have some spices, and for this video, like I have black peppercorn there, and minced garlic in a bottle, some bay leaves, some powdered garlic, and some dill. But in this one I'm just going to use the black peppercorns and the bottled garlic and the dill. So I'm going to show you how I do it, and it's easy to remember, and I hope you find it educational, or at least helpful. So I've rinsed my jalapenos, and all you want to do is just put a slit down the side. Just put a slit down each one. That lets the air bubbles out when they go in the brine. You don't have to worry about the stems. If the stem is really long, like that, you might want to cut it down a little bit, but generally I don't even bother. I just slit down the side and in the bowl. I've got some bananas here, so I might want to open them. See if there's a lot of seeds. No, that's okay. So I'll cut this one up because it's a little big. But with the jalapenos, just a slit down the side, and it's ready to go. So now I'm going to get the brine ready, and it's a really easy formula. This is 1 cup to 1 cup to 1 tablespoon to 1 tablespoon. So I forgot to mention water was an ingredient, but you probably have that at home already. Anyway, 1 cup of water to 1 cup of white vinegar to 1 tablespoon of sugar to 1 tablespoon of salt. And for my purposes, I'm going to use 2, 2, 2, and 2. So I'll start getting that ready and boil it. So while that's boiling, you can get your jars ready. And this step is completely optional, so skip over it if you don't care. I'll put some peppercorns in each jar. Add some garden dill. Add some bottled garlic. Please don't give me flack for that. My wife bought it. That's okay. We can use it. You could use, if you have basil, go out and get it, put it in the jar. Just see what happens. It might be fun. And pretty much any other spice. You got allspice. You could try nutmeg, might be interesting. I don't know if I'd recommend that. Fennel. So that's that. I forgot to mention, if you have any leftover brine in the fridge from dill pickles or from sweet banana peppers or something like that, and you want to add it, just throw it in the boiling water. And I'm going to add my peppers. I missed. There you go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to crush these down a little bit. Try and get the air bubbles out. Okay, it's been about 2 minutes. That's long enough. We'll get these out of here and get them in the jar. Good thing I cleaned the stove. Okay, the jar's full. I didn't need the overflow jar after all. So I'm just going to top it off with the leftover brine and fill it up to about 1 inch from the top. Give it a couple shakes. Sorry about the fridge noise in the background. I tried to turn it off, but it keeps going. Okay, that's good enough. Wipe the lip. Wipe this. Get the lid on, and there we go. And that's all. It's done. I was getting the canning pot ready, but I don't need it because we'll finish that by December, so that can go right in the fridge. And game over. That's all there is to it. I've got pickled peppers. Without canning, these will last about 3 or 4 months in the fridge. Be nice if the seal goes down and then they are canned and I can put them in the cupboard, but it doesn't really matter. I hope you found this video helpful, especially if you got to do a bunch quick, and bottle them all up and give them to your friends and tell them to put them in the fridge and eat them fast. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do probably about 3 more bottles of these with the greens. It doesn't matter if they're red or green. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if the stems are on or off. It doesn't matter what kind of pickles. It's all the same. One part, one part, one part, one part, and you're done. So, do I want to say like and subscribe? I never say that. Doesn't matter. Hope you all have a blessed day.